Michelle Visage. Why you old geezer?
Oh my God!
Do you remember
I'm
where
gonna
that's
be 50.
from? Oh, wait, this year you're going to be
September
50.
20th. I'm going to be
honey,
50.
It's this is the thing. If you're alive right now, you are of this time. The age ain't. What did Leah say? Age ain't got a number.
I know, but it's you must have had that when that day came.
You know what? I've lived a life on my own terms.
Same.
Done my own thing. So, what Ms. Magazine or what Miss what Cosmopolitan has to say about me, I don't give a fuck.
Me neither, but it's a moment.
It is a milestone.
How did I get there?
You got there slow and easy, baby. You got there
on my knees.
Well,
bitch.
you got there the best way you know how. As a survivor, you better tell somebody.
Amen. I'm telling you.
But you throw me out the house now where you belong. Oh my God!
Okay.
Yeah, I wonder what Liz Torres is doing right now. Yeah, don't say it,
okay.
Michelle. Don't say it.
I loved Liz Torres.
I love Liz Torres.
We're talking about the singing Liz Torres.
Yes, CNC
not
Music
the actor.
Yes, not the actor, who
right.
I love too. But this is she was the Queen of House.
She
apparently,
was
in 1990. Yeah, Liz Torres. But anyway, we talked about that before in the song.
We did.
The guy says, "Oh, baby, you throwing me out of the house? What did I do?" So you're throwing me out in the streets, and she goes, "Where you belong."
That's our new merch.
I love it.
Where you belong. Right out on the street. So, I want to talk really quickly about something that I knew it, but it wasn't really obvious until recently. And I don't know where I saw him, but I saw Michael Douglas and I said to my husband, "Is that Michael Douglas?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "Oh my God, he looks great." That face is so snatched.
But you knew that.
I knew the old one. The first facelift. Yeah,
no, I don't know which facelift you saw, but he's never been shy about, in fact, after he had his second one, he appeared at restaurants and stuff with bandages on.
Like I told you, Regis Philbin did at the gym. He didn't care. He was just talking to me and had bandages all up and down by his ear.
You get your roof redone, don't you? You patch the tire up on your car, don't you?
You and I have never been one to shy away from what we do. Yeah, I will be honest when I do mine. The problem
is that other people will. Like if you're a star and you have had enhancement, plastic surgery,
right?
It becomes part of your title. They will say surgically enhanced TV host, so and so and so and so, and that's what people want to avoid. They don't want that to become part of their moniker.
I think that's silly because, and we've talked about this again, and there's reason to repeat it. It bears repeating. If you go to the gym every day, or you diet, or you do something to make yourself look better or feel better, not for everybody else, but for yourself, why is it shamed? Why is it shame?
Because it's religion. Because it's just in the Catholic religion, being vain is a sin. Is a sin.
Yes, but you know what? I think if there's something out there and you can afford it, because not everybody can, and let me tell you, a really good facelift is not cheap.
Well, I've told you, you have to have your first one at 45.
Well, that ship has sailed.
Then you have your second one at 53.
53, okay.
Yeah. So the first one is a mid facelift.
And you want to go to your doctor.
Yeah, well,
Dubrow,
and that was years ago. But
I want to go to Dr. Diamond.
Oh, who's that? Is that in Vegas?
No, he's here.
Is he on the back parking lot of Cheetahs?
No, he's here. He's here. I want to go to Dr. Diamond. It sounds fake, right?
I love it, Dr. Diamond.
He's so talented. He's so gifted.
Really?
I want to go to him. But I feel like the alt therapy that I had has helped a little bit. I feel like
what's it called?
Alt therapy.
Yeah.
Because it's ultrasound. And it kills, but it's worth every single penny, every single second. And it tightens up and it takes 120 days to see. You can have it on your full face. I only did my jawline and my neck area, but I feel like I can see a little bit of a difference on what I'm trying to correct.
So I'm going to mouth what I think it cost, and you just nod. Oh, it really? That much?
Yep.
Girl.
I know. It's like a quarter of a way to a facelift.
Oh my God.
But if I can stave off the scalpel for a few.
You look good.
It looks good. I mean, this is still here. This part. Right. But this I feel like is a little bit better.
It is.
Little bit. Can you see it?
Yes, I can.
It's not like... It's still not 120 days. 120 days is when you see the real, because what it does is it goes so deep that it acts almost as an injury. So your skin produces more collagen.
Right. So it's called alt
therapy.
Alt therapy.
Like ultrasound.
Yeah.
Ultra.
Okay. So just finish this thought.
So Michael Douglas's facelift.
Right. So you have your mid facelift at 42, 45. And that's just right here at the cheekbone and the ear.
Don't need.
But no, you don't need that. But then at 53, you have your full snatch.
Okay.
You have your full on yank.
You haven't gotten yours.
I haven't yet, but you get a full yank, which means the jawline, the neck, the cheekbones, and if you're feeling frisky, a brow lift. Yeah.
I want the lower
McGillicuddy.
I guess it would be mid because it's lower facelift, really, with a neck.
Yeah, no, that what you're talking about, that's a full face.
Is it?
That's a full.
Except
That ain't no half a slab.
Ain't no half step.
Ain't no half slab. That's a full.
I want my baby back.
That's a full slab.
Slab out of it. Bring it on.
Yeah.
Not yet. But when I saw Michael Douglas, I knew it wasn't his first go around.
He ain't shy about it.
At Dr. Diamond.
He is not shy about it at all.
It looked good.
Yeah, it does look good.
I thought it looked really good, which brings me to my next surgery person. I'm on a plane.
Yeah.
I was coming back. I don't even know.
Yeah.
Don't get me to lying.
Yeah.
But I saw, a few people that.
You're going to name names?
Should I not?
I don't know.
No,
Because, everybody was writing me about, like, who were you guys talking about?
About when we were talking about that
woman, yes.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like everybody knows because I'm going to show you who it is on Instagram.
Okay. All right.
And you're going to tell me, I think she's always been really
open about it because I don't want to out anybody. What?
She's always been open about it.
But I knew about the nose.
Oh.
But not the
not the face. No, I don't think she had a facelift. But there is so much newness going on that I didn't even know who it was.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
I didn't even realize who that was. And then I saw, there's jewels everywhere and bodyguards and people.
Bodyguards?
They were doing a tour. There was somebody else with them, too. There was a male rapper.
Uh-huh.
There was a male rapper. They had just done some kind of a tour, but I'm talking unrecognizable.
Oh, well, see, yeah. I let's not name the names.
Okay.
But I knew about the nose.
Everybody knows about the nose because it's
yeah.
clear.
Yeah, but there's a lot of filler in the between me down there, isn't there?
Oh, yes, honey. Now, I'm saying this with all love and not being shady bitch and not being Wendy Williams.
Yeah.
I think she looks stunning.
Okay.
When I saw her on the plane, I literally
coming from a woman who works exclusively with drag queens.
Exactly.
Yeah.
She is a drag queen.
Well, but she does look, but your opinion, you're basing your aesthetic
on drag queens.
Your aesthetic is based on the fact that you're surrounded by
drag queens. Shit. Rue, you just changed everything for me.
Wait, let me see some of those pictures.
Okay, I think she looks gorgeous.
I think she looks great.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
So for me,
look at that. Oh my God.
Yes.
Oh, now that's not right though.
But that's what happens.
Right.
When the queens do it,
yeah,
they get the pump.
Yeah.
That's what you see.
Because she's showing me a picture. We're not going to say the name of the person because but what has happened.
She's famous.
She's famous, but she has had some silicone or something put.
Look at them titties.
Oh yeah, but I'm talking about in her ass and her hips.
Correct.
She's had some help.
Yeah.
But I love that Cardi B came out and said that she had gone to get. Oh my God, look at that. Oh, Michelle.
Yeah.
Well, Cardi B came out and said that she had some
help,
some back alley, free form silicone. I think she said that she was working in a strip club.
Did it mess her up?
No, it hasn't messed her up.
Look how beautiful her face looks.
Oh, it looks good. That looks good.
That looks beautiful.
We're talking about this other rapper.
Not Cardi B.
We're talking about another rapper who's very famous who has had some enhancements.
Not Lil' Kim.
And not Lil' Kim.
Right.
And who has had some hips put in and some ass put in.
Yes.
And it looks that way.
And the whole face is totally different.
Yeah, but I think she's maybe had a little filler in the face. And
the nose, I think, more than once.
It did the main work.
Because sometimes a nose helps and then a nose sometimes changes.
Right.
My whole point in telling you this was like, I didn't recognize her. I've been a fan since back in that day.
Did you say hi? Did you know her?
I didn't. I was like, oh my God, like I fangirled because I'm actually a really big fan. Yeah. They were you know me and the way I grew up.
You just gave away a clue. You said they.
Oh shit.
You just gave away a clue.
Okay, she was really like instrumental to me.
Really?
I love her.
Yeah.
And she just looked great. And I was like, I just started typing as a note to myself to talk about it because I was like, I didn't even recognize her.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's not to say she didn't look good before, but totally different now. And even the way she presents herself because she feels good is totally different.
Yeah.
But what I just showed you is the truth, mama.
Wow.
The point is, we are
What is
different.
the point?
The point is, And I'm going to attribute it to a lot of it to the Kardashians being so open about their treatments. And they're not open about their ass or their titties, but they say, oh, I just had this. We all know the truth. Kylie Jenner, her ass did not look like that. Khloe was on our show. Her ass did not look like that.
I just haven't kept up with the way they look. I just assumed that they just had those asses.
No, they look beautiful.
They do. They look gorgeous.
And I'm not taking anything away from that.
Yeah.
But I feel like having them helps people take the taboo off of fillers and injections and doing what they want to do.
Yeah.
And I love that. I love being able to be free and do what you want to do. If I want to do, I'm going next week for my Botox.
Oh, I'm going next week too.
We got to go to the dentist.
Yeah, I got to go to the dentist. Yeah. Going next week. I put a little bit of stuff in my lips one time. Do you remember when I did that?
I do. You don't do it anymore?
I don't do it because what happened is like it built up some type of collagen naturally, and whatever my body put together stayed in place.
Now, you are one of them freaks I want to fucking slap.
Yeah.
It happened to Alaska.
Yeah.
It happened to Adore, and they've been very open about it.
Yeah.
What happens is it either does that or it does my effect. And usually it's
your body eats it up.
Eats it. Rue.
Yeah.
It doesn't last for more than a month. So I wait until the week before we film to do my lips. And you won't ever be able to spook it because I go really natural.
Yeah.
But a little bit of volume helps the youth factor. It really does because it takes some lines away.
Sure. Maybe you should see Raven's person.
I would love to.
Because Raven just says she'll put as much as she wants up in there.
She puts in 2 syringes. I put a half of one. Do you see the difference? Kylie Jenner uses 2 syringes. I use a half of one.
Wow.
So for me, I don't really care so much about that, but I feel good when they're a little
Sure. How did you
clumps.
find your person again? How did you find them?
So where I get my eyebrows done in Studio City, this girl was there, and she was recommended
I
to
thought you
me.
were going to say where you get your tires rotated.
No, that might be better, though. But she's really sweet and honest.
Is it at her house?
No. I go downtown because she said to me on the sly, she goes, they're way more expensive here in Studio City. If you come downtown, you'll get this for X. So like if I paid.
Wait a minute. How she works in 2 places?
Correct.
Oh, okay.
So I go downtown and I get the fucking full, fill me up.
Yeah.
Fill her up.
Bottoms up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I do that.
Yeah.
Mostly when we film, but now I'm getting used to.
How much are you willing to spend in one pop? Is that too personal?
No, the most I have ever spent
in one pop.
On one pop.
Because you're talking Botox, filler,
Juvederm, Restylane, whatever it is,
and lips.
And right.
Because do you do filler in your face at all?
No, not filler. I do Botox. Mm-hmm. But what I'm noticing is that sometimes now, because I'm going to be 50, we do get hollow in places.
Yeah.
So like I'm noticing sometimes like if I look the right way and the shadow comes, there's some shadowing there. So I might ask her. She won't touch my cheeks. She won't. She'll be like, no way.
Right.
Your cheeks are fine. But maybe down here.
I did that once.
Like on the jawline.
Yeah, on the jawline once.
So I might do that just because this situation she can fill in a little bit. Things like that. So I haven't done filler apart from my lips, but I'm willing to go there if I don't look different. I don't want to look altered.
Right.
I'm happy with how I look at the moment.
Yeah.
So the most I've ever spent was $900. That's not a lot.
That is not a lot because when I go in, I leave there, I will have spent $3,500.
And I know most people, I have another girlfriend who shall remain nameless who I went with. I watched her drop $5,000 easily.
Yeah.
So I think it depends on the product too. If you're putting Voluma or Sculptra or something that lasts for a couple years, it's triple the price.
Yeah.
And understandably so, it lasts for years.
Okay, now I've got to bring something up. Now, the other night on the television show Drag Race, you wore glasses. And they're beautiful glasses. It was coordinated with your outfit, but you couldn't really see your eyes.
On Drag Race?
Yeah, on Drag Race.
I didn't wear glasses.
Yes. Wait a minute.
That's this week.
Oh, it's this week.
That's all right.
Sorry.
That's all right, because by the time this goes out, it'll be heavy.
Yeah.
Because do you know what Mama
I'm sorry,
was?
I'm a little bit ahead.
They're anti-reflective. You should have been.
That's not the issue. Is that I realize, and I never thought of it, but it's so true. Your eyes are your best feature. And so when you wear the glasses, you go, oh, wait a minute.
I need her eyes.
Because your eyes are stunning.
Oh, thank you.
And you know
I
that.
bought them downtown.
Well, they're saying, so the glasses, even though it was coordinated with the outfit, they're fabulous glasses. They're great. You go, oh, shoot. I miss her eyes.
Well, do you know why I wore them?
Why?
I had double pink eye.
Oh,
I had double pink eye that I caught from somebody.
Yikes.
And I couldn't, the makeup, I just couldn't do it.
Right.
So that's why I wore the glasses. Usually I'll wear the glasses in a challenge if I'm directing.
Yeah.
And that's fun. It goes with,
yeah.
But if I wear them on camera for the illumination.
But on Ireland's Got Talent, you wore glasses all the time.
Yes, I wore glasses all the time because they were fun. B, the stage is a little further away.
Yeah.
And I wanted to make sure I was
seeing. You could actually see the talent.
Everything perfectly because my eyes aren't terrible.
Yeah.
And I don't wear contacts because there's really no need. Mm-hmm. But when it's further away, I wanted to see every detail that I was getting. Mm-hmm. And plus it was just fun. And you know my obsession with
I know
eyewear.
your obsession. How many are you up to at this point?
Probably over 200. I'm getting some together for Drag Race season 11. Just for fun.
Yeah.
For shits and gigs.
And now I gave you a rack. I'm sure you're way past that rack.
Way past that rack.
You've seen the rack at my condo.
And your rack is insane. You need to fill it more.
I do need to fill it more, but you need one of those, don't you?
I need another one. I don't know where I would put it. I have it perfectly laid out in my house because I've got so many cases.
Have any of the kids flown the coop yet? Are they in college?
Lily is going to college in the fall.
In the fall?
Lily goes in the fall.
Right. So
at the end of August, she's going.
Okay, right. All right.
So no, they haven't flown the coop. So when she does, it's so funny. Lola said, "What do you think you're going to do with Lily's room?" And I'm like, "It's my new eyeglass museum."
Well, or just clothes in general. I can't imagine where you put all those clothes.
No, it'll be you would be ashamed of my closet because we talked about this before. Because I have a little issue with letting things go.
Yeah.
Because I feel like, oh my God, I wore this on the show. I don't want to just give it away.
But what about the Real? You know that thing, the Real?
The Real sucks because, and sorry guys, but
are they not a sponsor?
No,
I don't know.
and you take too much of a percentage.
They take a big percentage.
Like 20%.
Well, that's not that bad.
No,
you can clear shit out of your house though.
eBay's like 10 or less.
Okay.
So I'd rather do it on there. And I was talking about opening a store, and I'm going to open an eBay store instead of doing it.
Between all the other jobs, you want to open a store.
I'll have somebody else do it. I'll hire somebody and pay them to do it, to maintain it. Because I do have a lot of shit that I'll never wear. I offer it to my daughters and they look at me like, ew, I'm not going to wear that. I'm like, oh, I guess I am tacky. So I will I'll use her room as I still have her stuff. She can only take so much to college.
Right.
And it was really touching. And this was one of the topics I had, was talking about her going to college. I took her to Target last night and I bought her bed set, and I was like getting all choked up going, oh my God, my baby's leaving me.
Yeah.
No, she's an adult. She's 18. She's going to go on and live her life. But
18's really not an adult anymore. At one point it was.
I agree.
But now 30 is.
I agree. It's the new 18.
Yeah, 30 is the new 18.
And we've got this Alexa thing, So every morning she'll go, Alexa, drop in mom. So she'll drop in. I'm in the kitchen. She's like, can I have waffles?
What does drop in mean?
You drop in. She has an Alexa.
You have an Alexa in her room, and then you got one in the other room, and they can talk to each other.
Yes.
That is some bullshit.
Bitch, I'm dropping in on her ass every night at college.
That is some bullshit.
She goes, no, you're not.
You can drop in?
Yeah,
I have the Google one.
Google's different.
You can't drop in on Google.
I don't know how Google works. Google's great.
You've seen the ad.
Google. Have you seen the Google?
Yo, have you seen the ad for the on Saturday Night Live for the old folks and Alyssa? So fabulous.
Yes. And the Cardi B one. There's a bunch of them.
Okay. All right. We're going to go to break. When we come back, we've got some big special guests. We've got the kids from Broad City, Ilana Glazer and Abbi Jacobson. And we've got Andrew Rannells on the show today, who's currently in Boys in the Band. Oh, yeah. I was in New York.
Did you see Boys in the Band?
I did. I saw Boys in the Band.
Amazing.
It's fabulous.
Yeah. It's life-changing.
Gorgeous. Of course, when we recorded this, we talk about it, that he's going to do it. So people are going to be a little confused.
Well, that's pre-recorded.
It's pre-recorded, kids. Growing up. You had to grow up sometime.
I saw it in London with Mark Gatiss.
You did?
Amazing.
Who directed it?
I don't know if Mark directed it. I'm not sure. But Mark Gatiss from Sherlock fame, you've met Mark. He was in it, and I didn't know that it was coming to Broadway. And then when I saw it on Broadway, I was like, oh, Andrew Rannells, Sheldon, help me,
Matt Bomer. How do you say his name?
Bomer. Like boner with an M.
Okay. Well, he's going to appreciate that because he told me he listens to the podcast.
So
and
hot.
I don't. But listen, Matt, I don't know how to say anybody's name.
You don't know my daughter's name.
I don't know how to say anybody's name. So it's what's his name again?
Jim, the one from Big Bang Theory.
Yes.
Jim Parsons.
Yep. He's in it. And
Andrew Rannells, Matt Bomer.
And Zachary Quinto, who I was trying to get tickets. I ran into him on the street.
Quinto.
Okay. Okay.
All right. Love him.
And
so he got you the tickets?
He's the one who got me the tickets. And it's directed by Joe Mantegna.
The hot one?
No. Joe
Montana?
No.
Joe.
The other one, Montello.
Oh.
I think that's his name. He's nominated for a Tony for Three Tall Women.
Uh-huh.
And he won for Wicked. He directed Wicked. And he directed, I think, Assassins. I think.
Oh. The Sondheim musical?
I think so. Maybe. He's big. He's like.
Oh, I know. Yeah,
yeah. And that's when I told you the Queen of Broadway came to our table.
No, save it. Save it.
We'll have to save it for another
podcast
show.
because that in and of itself is a discussion.
Okay. All right.
To be continued.
Yes. Okay. So we'll take a break. We'll be back with our special guest. Hey, let's talk Squarespace.
Uh-huh.
That is the place you go when you want to make yourself a website and you want to do it to your specifications and so easy that your head will spin.
It's never been easier. And I will say this at this point because Squarespace was our first advertiser.
They were our first one.
Basically, they are our pimp.
Yeah.
We are their bitch.
And why not? And I love it. I love my daddy.
Hey. You can make a gorgeous website in minutes using their beautiful templates and that simplistic drag and death drop platform.
Hey.
Check out squarespace.com/Rue for a free trial. And when you're ready to launch, use the offer code RU to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. That's offer code RU, squarespace.com.
He's here, ladies and gentlemen, our special guest, Andrew Rannells.
Yay!
I said it right, Michelle.
Yes, you did very right.
I have to always have to train myself to say it. Why do people have to train themselves to say this, Andrew Rannells?
I don't know. People might get fancier. They'll say like Rannells.
Uh-huh.
Or they'll just disregard every letter and say Reynolds. You're like,
Yeah. Well, why didn't you change it to Reynolds?
I don't know. Because it was, it's my dad's name.
Yeah, but didn't anybody tell you that, the government and the people at the
police
and the gynecologist, if you use your real name, people know where to find your ass.
Andrew Rannells, your STD results are in.
Here they are. I know.
No one told you that?
No, and I thought about changing my name. My middle name is Scott.
Yeah.
And I thought maybe I'll change my name to Andrew Scott because that seems like a really
Andrew,
clean.
that's a porn name.
It's kind of porny.
Yeah, totally
or vanilla.
Yeah.
Yes, but I was like, no, I'm just going to keep it.
Yeah.
I'm also from Nebraska with a lot of Polish people, so they're like, Mary Jo Pluhacek and Tom Chakowski and crazy names like
I
that.
love
So I'm
those
like,
names.
Fuck, mine's nothing. This is easy.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
He's a Husker, Rue.
Purdue. Yes.
Huskers.
I love it.
The Huskers.
So, okay, so you're from Nebraska. Did you see the movie Nebraska?
I sure did. I've seen all Alexander Payne is like patron saint of Omaha.
Oh, really? Oh,
well,
because
recently.
he's from there?
He's from Omaha, yeah.
Oh, no.
Went to the same,
Wyoming is next door, and I related to the movie Nebraska because of my relationship with Wyoming, and it's the exact same.
Yeah, and didn't you feel like it was so correct that it was all filmed in black and white?
It was so correct, but let me ask you this. In Wyoming, the people, and I'm not even going to worry about people writing me about this, because there is no one in Wyoming
There's
to
5
write.
people, and your husband is one of them.
Is one of them. Yeah. They're very chilly in Wyoming. Are they chilly in
like,
Nebraska?
You mean people? Like
yes. They're
really?
very cold. They're very reserved. They don't give a lot.
Huh.
Really?
Do you think that's because it's so spread out? Well, I'm from, Omaha is sort of like the big city in Nebraska. But I would imagine, like, the plains of Nebraska, it's like, everybody is so spread out that, I would imagine it's probably you're not used to chatting with folks.
Yeah. Now, when I saw Book of Mormon, did I see it with you in it?
I think I was in the original cast, so it was like 2011 we opened, and I did it for a year, but it was the whole...
Did I meet you backstage? Or did I meet you by the dumpster behind the Piggly Wiggly?
No, we did not meet.
We did not meet.
No,
okay.
no.
All right.
So I would have met you if you had come.
I think Ben Platt was there when I
Oh yeah, so that was
a
couple years after. Yeah.
So how many years did you do Book of Mormon?
It was like a year and a half, all in with we did a workshop and we did all the rehearsals.
So you
and stuff.
opened it on Broadway.
I did. Yeah.
Was that your first Broadway opening?
It was. Yes, it was. I had done 2 other Broadway shows before then, but I was a replacement, so I had never gone through the process of opening a Broadway show, which is a very different situation. And you go through the Tonys and you go through the stuff, and it's really exciting.
You also did Hamilton for a little bit.
Oh, you played King George?
I did. I filled in for my friend Jonathan Groff right after they opened. He had to go film the Looking finale for HBO, and they were like, "Who's another gay from HBO?" That guy. So then I stepped in for 5 weeks and I got to do Hamilton right after it opened, which was really crazy.
Did you get to sleep with all of the cast of Hamilton?
I slept with most of them.
Oh, good boy.
Yeah. I mean, just like handies and blowies,
Sure.
but not like full-blownsies.
5 weeks is a long time.
Yeah, no, I was able to get through most of the cast and some of the crew.
Speaking of which, you got to do a love scene with someone in Hollywood who I think is probably the sexiest MF out there.
Shit.
In my opinion, the sexiest MF out there.
Really?
Uh-huh.
I know we differ. Who's yours?
Corey Stoll.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my. You know why I like...
I know exactly.
Do you see it, though, Michelle?
Yes. No, I can understand
You see
it.
how sexy he is? I mean, come on.
He's sexy.
Oh, my... Did you get a little aroused when you had him between your legs?
Yeah.
And what do you do?
I had to block an anal sex scene.
What? Wait, back up. Wait.
Because nobody... I think I was the only gay on set that day.
Wait. What does that mean? You had to block?
Like
so I had to choreograph it.
Oh, block it. I see.
Sorry.
I thought you said you were going to shut it down.
I shut it up. I mean, what? So I said to our director, he was like, because everybody always, like, I guess missionary is not what people think about first for anal sex. So he was like, wanted to do it. And I was like, no. If this is going to be the first time we're doing it, like, let's do missionary. And they were so baffled by that. So I was like, let's just use our imaginations for 1 second. And then Corey just like jumped on his back and lifted up his legs and we just did it.
Yeah.
Wow.
But I had to explain to a group of straight people like, no, we can have missionary sex.
Now, I didn't see the scene. I've only seen the pictures.
Well, that's basically it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of thrusting.
But did you slip him the tongue?
Did we ever sleep each a little bit? And it was funny because we both got very nervous. I had never done a gay sex scene before. I had only done sex scenes with women. So this was the first time. And it was late at night. We had to film it at night because we were in this room that was like all windows basically. And we had a really great hairdresser who gave us shots. So we kind of got a little like loosey-goosey.
Anal oral or anal shots?
We took them orally so we could do the anal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Because sometimes you gotta loosen it up a little bit. So we had actually it was felt like a safe space. I believe it's hard to kiss without tongue, if I'm being honest.
It is hard to kiss without tongue, especially the passion. The passion drives the tongue.
Yeah, and if you're trying to make it look like real and good, but then some people get skeeved out by that. So
I know.
Did you
have
fall
to be
in
careful.
love with him just a little bit?
I did.
Yeah.
You know when I fell in love with him? We did an episode like a couple before that one where we had sex, where we had to be in Times Square, and they did like these crazy sort of like crane shots
Brian
around
De Palma.
us, and we were in the middle. It's like in the middle of the night in Times Square, and the lights were crazy, and the people watching us, and he just grabbed me and he kissed me, and I was like, Christ.
Oh my God.
I can hear the bells.
Oh, wow.
Now, he has a great wife, and they have an adorable child.
People get divorced
and
all the
know.
time.
I know. And I play a long game.
Yes.
I'm patient.
You were there for the long haul.
I am patient. So I will wait it out.
And can we does he have a big fat ass?
I don't know. He's very like fit and lean.
Yeah, but still, people do have fat asses.
Yeah, from that position. No, I don't really recall.
In Times Square, though, but initially, when you kiss someone, and Michelle, you can chime in on this.
Thanks.
Too,
Anal's definitely out of my
I know.
wheelhouse.
Anymore. And
birthdays and anniversaries.
But when you kiss someone and you're really into them, don't your hands just naturally gravitate down to their buttocks?
Unfortunately, I am a woman who's half dude.
Yeah.
So for me, most women might not feel that way, but absolutely, I start grabbing not just the buttocks, but I'll scoop around the front.
Hey.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
See what you're working with.
Yeah, well,
that's right. You
go down underneath, or do you just go right?
Reach
I'll
around.
just go right in, like
right
okay.
in. That's
like
what
a
you
cod
do.
piece.
Like you cup it.
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
I wanna
Feel it
know.
around.
And do you think that Corey Stoll fell in love with you just a little bit?
I mean,
you can be honest with us.
If Yeah, I think that he's really in love with me. I'm actually, it's funny that you mentioned him because we're both working in Toronto this week.
Oh, this
so
week.
I'm going to see him tomorrow.
Are you going to meet up?
Which sometimes when he'll text me, I get very nervous.
Yeah.
But I'm like, he doesn't fucking care about you.
Yeah.
Like, just relax. He just wants to like get a drink.
Projects, you're working on separate projects. So
yeah.
Oh, let's go grab a cup of coffee.
That's what I said. Or, yeah.
Yeah.
And he was like,
Or a blowjob.
yeah. What do you want to get like a donut or suck your dick? Or what are you looking at?
Would you want some beef? I'm up for beef product.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So what do you? So you did Girls. You did Book of Mormon. We're talking to
Falsettos.
We're talking to Andrew Rannells.
That's right. That you did it so Midwestern. That was so perfect.
You have to go Rannells.
Just flatten it.
Flatten it out.
Rannells.
And make it. So when you were a kid, did your parents go, "Oh my God, that kid in the corner is just bouncing off the walls. We got to put him in theater."
Yeah, basically, my mom took me to like the local community theater, like children's theater
in Omaha.
And I started doing like all these. We did like really age appropriate things, and then also things that like I remember taking a class called Scenes from Crimes of the Heart, ages 9 through 14.
Hot.
So
Scenes of Crimes of the Heart.
Like the play Crimes of the Heart. But we were 9 to 14-year-old children playing like. I was trying to be like
40?
Sam Shepard and like do like and somebody else is trying to be Sissy Spacek. It was really sad, but it was pretty special. So I did a lot of nonsense like that, but great. And there wasn't like a ton of. There ended up being like a lot of outlets to do theater in Omaha, which was really great. But I went to a Catholic school and an all-boys Catholic high school, so there wasn't a drama program in any of those places. So I really had to rely on community theater to find
Johnny
that.
Carson the favorite son of Nebraska? Isn't he from Nebraska?
Yeah.
Is he the biggest star to ever come out of Nebraska?
It's like a tie between him and I would say the Fondas. Henry Fonda is from Omaha.
Is he?
Yeah.
Huh.
So like that's like a good one. But a lot of people, sadly, don't know who the Fondas are.
True, well, especially Henry.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but
we all know Jane.
We all know that, but who cares about the people who don't know? You hear about these kids who say, "Oh, I wasn't born yet." I would say, "Who cares? Go fuck yourself."
No.
You know, the truth is, if you're alive today and you have a goddamn smartphone, you should know everything that's ever happened.
You don't have no dumb phone.
My screensaver now is a picture of Anne Margaret from Bye Bye Birdie.
Thank you.
And some dumb gay was like, "Who is that? Is that your mom?" And I was like, "I fucking wish it was my mom. It's Anne Margaret."
Yeah.
In one of the best musicals ever
from
written.
Bye Bye Birdie.
Yeah. And
on a treadmill, just doing this.
When you left there, did you key that person's car?
Oh, he's dead now.
Oh, good.
Yeah, he's gone.
Well done, Andrew
It was for
Rannells.
the community.
Rannells.
It was it was a mercy killing, darling.
You have to know who Anne Margaret is.
Yeah. And so who turned you on to pop culture? Do you have an older brother, older sister?
Older sisters who I grew
her
up.
name?
Well, two. I have a sister named Becky and a sister named Julie, and they were enough older than me that they were watching all those John Hughes movies. So my parents, I'm the fourth of five, so by the time I came around, my mom was like, So I saw all of those movies very, very early on, like 16 Candles and Breakfast Club and Pretty in Pink. We watched The Outsiders a lot.
Good one.
Watched a lot of Dirty Dancing.
That's hot.
Yeah, so I watched all those movies way too young. Yeah. I remember I would just rewatch Pretty Woman.
Can you watch them too young, though? I mean, honestly, I saw Beneath the Valley of the Dolls when I was 9.
Really?
Of course, it did wreck me. I was wrecked afterwards.
Beyond the Valley of the Dolls.
This is the X-rated
one. Oh, my
one.
God.
Yeah.
That's like,
My mother took us to a drive-in theater where it was a double feature with Valley of the Dolls and Beyond the Valley of the Dolls. And she thought, oh, okay.
She heard dolls.
I was scarred.
That
From
one
Beyond?
is weird.
Beyond, It was very weird.
That's Russ Meyer.
Russ Meyer,
There's those weird, like, there's that scene where she's having sex with him in the Bentley, and she's like, oh, it's very strange.
It's very that.
Yeah.
So then you were about to say you saw 16 Candles and all those movies.
So what I would say is that, like, certain things went over my head that I didn't, and no one explained them to me. So, like, I thought that Penny in Dirty Dancing was getting her appendix taken out.
Oh.
I didn't know she was getting an abortion. I was like, why would she need? I was like, maybe it's her appendix.
Yeah.
So that's what I thought. And then even like Pretty Woman, like I never really thought about like those girls are having sex for money.
Yes.
They just seemed like she had like a wig on, and Kit was funny, and like it didn't register to me that
Don't
she was
take less
high.
than 100.
Yeah. And I was like, what's she doing? They're just gonna watch I Love Lucy.
Why is it a big deal?
Who cares?
Yeah.
And then what's he doing now? He's on a piano. That's weird.
Oh my goodness. Now we're going to go to break, but I want to ask you about this movie you did called Bachelorette.
Yeah.
Where you got to dance around.
I got to be a stripper.
You got to be a stripper. You dance around in your underwear.
Mm-hmm.
Did you stuff down there?
I did not stuff down
because
there.
there's a big package going on in
That's
that.
So nice of you.
Well, no, I looked
Thank
it up.
you
I
so
saw
much.
the picture, and
Thank
it's
you.
you could put somebody's eye out with that thing.
Well,
Corey Stahl better
really
watch
nice.
out.
Yeah, well,
watch
if
out.
you're lucky.
Better watch out. No, it was just thanks.
That's just
thanks
the way.
Thanks for noticing too. By the
You're
way,
corn-fed.
That's really nice.
That's it.
You're a
Corn-fed.
corn-fed Midwestern American man.
Yeah,
6'2".
that's it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Now,
3.
we are going to go to break. I don't know how much longer we have you for, but I want to ask before we maybe have another break. We'll see.
Yeah.
What show on Broadway have you not done that you want to do, that you've had your eye on forever?
Oh boy,
The Music Man. And what is it? The Music Man?
No, I don't think it's
Damn
Music
Yankees.
Man. I mean, we were discussing earlier the Stephen Sondheim love because
you know how to sing his songs?
I do.
You know how to do those key change
Little
things?
night music.
Little night music, I would say, like the nice thing about Stephen Sondheim is that like when one door closes, another role opens. So like I was sad for a while that I'm like, well, now I'm too old to play that part. But then there's like a whole bunch of other great things to be doing. I have to tell you that I have a lot of friends in Hello Dolly, and one of my friends, Cameron Adams, started a rumor that you were going to come in and replace Bette Midler.
Shut up.
And it spread so fast, and there was so much joy in that theater.
Wow.
And it's Bernadette Peters, which is obviously
Close.
amazing.
Yes, it's great.
But yeah, Cameron was like, no.
You never know.
RuPaul.
You never know.
You never
That's what's
know.
happening.
You never know. Hey, we're going to go to break real quick, and if we're lucky, we'll have more Andrew Rannells, but we'll see.
I
okay?
might be taken away by Corey Stoll's wife.
That's right. You know, Michelle, I loved getting dressed up, but the one thing that puts the lid on that pot is when I spray some fragrance on. I am out the door.
You and I both are obsessed with
I
fragrances.
love it. I really love it.
I think it's as important to me as eyewear, as bag, and shoes.
It's up there with my mannery, my jewelry, and it's that last thing you do to make yourself feel like I have arrived. I'm living my richest life. I'm doing this life right.
I agree. It's the exclamation point.
It really is.
Or the period. Whatever it is, it's the button to end it.
That's right.
And Fleur is fantastic. You guys, I have actually, our sponsors we use, we approve, and we love. And I actually use this fragrance. Fleur has expertly crafted, sustainably produced perfumes without the bad stuff, sold at an honest price. It's a revolutionary way of discovering and experience fragrance. The thing is with fragrance, it's all chemicals.
Yeah.
And that's why I have come over the years, when I spray it when I'm dressed. So it's not really going on my skin, even though you're supposed to put it on your pulse points and stuff. And that really does execute a fragrance.
Right.
With Fleur, you don't have to worry about all that stuff. It's all natural perfume. It's the art of the scent. It's inspired by real moments created by experts and made to enhance your everyday life. Good for you. Good for the earth, no questionable ingredients, and eco-conscious packaging. Consider Fleur your funny friend who happens to know a lot about fragrance. Now, instead of testing a scent strip like on paper, or worse, you're going to a department store and you're ambushed.
Oh, my goodness.
And they're just chucking it at you. You can get to know each of Fleur's scents with pictures, words, and music on their site. You were telling me that they have like a playlist.
They have playlists, that really express what the fragrance is about.
Each Fleur scent is created by world-class perfumers and inspired by real moments of your life. And because all of that matters is what you like.
Yeah.
So if somebody else likes it, like there were perfumes growing up that were actually offensive and they weren't for you, but your best friend or whoever loved them, right? Their scents are gender-free. And I love that about that. And the best part is Fleur is completely transparent fragrance company. They'll tell you every ingredient in their perfumes and why it's there. No secrets, no nasty ingredients, and no BS. They create sustainably crafted, award-winning perfumes delivered with transparency at an honest price. So what's not to love? The one that I'm obsessed with at the moment is called Siano, Siano. And I like more spicy, woodsy fragrances, not floral. Go to Fleur.com today and use promo code RuPaul. Ooh,
No.
the whole name.
The whole name.
RuPaul to get 20% off your custom Fleur sample set. Pick 3 scents to try and get a credit towards a full-size bottle of your favorite. That's what I did. The promo code is RuPaul Fleur. PHLUR.com to try 3 Fleur fragrances of your choice at 20% off. PHLUR.com. It's Fleur.
We are back with Andrew Rannells. We're talking about dream roles on Broadway. If I had my pick, I'm going to ask Michelle this question too. I would play Mommy Dearest on Broadway. That's what I would love to do.
Was it ever a musical?
No, they talked about it for a minute, but it never happened. I'm going to ask Andrew, but I'm going to ask you first. What, Michelle Visage, would you do? Evita? What would you do?
I'm too old for Evita, but that obviously is a dream role.
Yeah.
It's a dream, actually a really big dream role.
Right.
Probably Mama Rose.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to do Mama Rose, but also Evita, Mama Rose, Mame.
That's great.
That's good.
That's great.
That's good. Andrew, what's your dream role?
I second the Mame.
You want to play
Mame? And sometimes will have a little too many and pitch that to producers on Broadway and be like, wouldn't it be funny if he was just a gay and then we make Patrick a girl and then it's fine.
Yes.
Right?
Why
couldn't I do that?
Yeah, Uncle Mame.
You could still be Auntie Mame. I don't care.
Yeah, sure.
I could sing it in that key even.
Yeah.
Let's just do that.
Yeah.
Shot at. I would also go with the Sweeney Todd thing, which I know is not your
It's not my favorite,
but I hope to age into that.
Yeah,
and someday I'll start smoking now.
How do you do a show night after night after night when you get a cold, you get your things happen to the human body?
Yes,
where you're like, oh my, I can't imagine going on and going yowza yowza yowza.
Yeah. It's not great, but you do get used to just like muscling through a certain amount of pain. I relied heavily in Book of Mormon on 2 things. One was Mucinex D because it gives you a little upper with a little, and also it like keeps your phlegm moving. If you're
D for decongestant.
Decongestant. Yeah. And also there's this generic pain aid, painkiller called Pain Aid, and all the first aid
from
kits.
like Dwayne Reed.
Well, it's like I don't know where they get it, but every Broadway theater has this first aid kit,
China.
and they have Pain Aid in it. And the boys of the Book of Mormon and I would. We'd be like, let's all take the Pain Aid at the same time so that it would drop at the same moment.
You would plan your drugs. Yeah.
So we would take Pain Aid. And we also drank a lot of Tab.
Oh, okay.
Oh my God,
because
Tab.
I thought that was sort of a fun.
Broadway secrets.
Yeah, Tab.
Yeah.
Tab and Mucinex
Now,
D.
did you take the Pain Aid anally?
No, we would crush it and snort it. No, we just took it orally.
Not like
we just swallowed it.
Like
no, it was nothing fun.
And now tell me this. Now, what about physical injury? You're a young kid still. What about physical injuries? Because this is the thing. Let me just tell you this. For me, don't hate me. Broadway is too much hard work for the money, and I'm not in love with Broadway so much that I have to do it.
Yeah.
I've been doing show business for many years.
Yeah.
I ain't got nothing to prove. I don't want to work that hard.
Yeah, I do.
You can, there's, Bette Midler does 7 of the 8 shows a week.
I was going to say, Ben Platt doesn't do this.
No,
7 shows a week, that's a lot.
It's still a lot. There's physical therapists who are at the theater all the time. So they will work you out if you have injuries.
Sure.
But it's like you really do
have to
love it.
Yeah.
And I think that's when I moved out to Los Angeles, people were so confused as to like why I had done that for so long and why I wanted to go back. Yeah. But anytime I could get an opportunity to go back and do a Broadway show, I always took it.
Really?
Because I just love it.
How many have you
done? 6.
Name them.
I was in Hairspray, Jersey Boys, The Book of Mormon, Hedwig and the Angry Inch, Hamilton, and Falsettos.
Oh my goodness, you are just an old hoofer. You're just
I'm trying.
Pro.
He was in Falsettos with Christian Borle, our Shakespeare from Something Rotten.
Yes.
Oh, I love him.
Isn't he great?
Something Rotten. What a great show.
Such a good show. And he's also, speaking of sexy men, Christian Borle.
I'm telling you, I had a sex dream after seeing Something Rotten.
Wait a minute, he played Shakespeare?
Shakespeare.
Oh, yeah. He's the first Shakespeare I saw, right?
He wore like a leather cod piece.
Oh, yeah. He's very sexy. Yeah.
Now, is there anything that you would go into, like if you could do like, let's say like a month of shows?
Yeah.
Is there like
I would do Hello Dolly for a month. Yeah,
sure.
Like a brief if I could do that, Or I would be afraid of, honestly, working the voice that much. Obviously, you get trained and your muscle gets worked out. That
role is completely in your range. It's not a vocalist role. Yeah. Brett and Donna Murphy and Bernadette, they're all vocalists. It's a character role. Okay. The choreography is literally walking on and walking off.
I can do that.
Yes, you could.
And you change keys and to make you,
Sure, yeah. Give me the B. Arthur key.
Let me just chalk it. I'll just chalk it through.
Now, you're about to say something. You're about to say, Rue, I see you in
I would see. Well, now that you've said "Mommy Dearest," I want to see you basically do. I mean, anything Faye Dunaway did.
Sure.
I was just picturing you in like Network
or
the musical.
Supergirl, the musical. that would be really.
That would be really good.
Anything that Faye Dunaway has done, I would love to turn it into a musical. The big first act ender. She's my mother. She's my daughter.
I mean, it writes itself.
Yes.
Bonnie and Clyde.
Bonnie and Clyde. Who do we need to get on this? Maybe just the Faye Dunaway story. Why are we fucking around here?
That's a great idea. Now, why does it take so long to get a Broadway show up and running? You know, you hear about these people years in the making,
How long did you workshop Mormon before it went up?
I mean, the whole process, I think, I wasn't involved in it the entire time, but I think it was 5 years.
5 years?
Yeah, before it got to Broadway.
That's crazy talk.
Yeah, because, weird things like people's schedules, it just like other people are busy. So Trey and Matt were jobs. Like, they were doing South Park still, and they were doing, Team America and those things, so they could only work on it every so often.
I got a question for you.
You got?
When you originate a role on a Broadway show, do you get residuals on the original? You are lying.
Well, in Book of Mormon we did, yeah, because of the way the contracts were structured.
That's not for everybody. Doesn't
it's not
have
for every
that?
show, no, but for a lot of shows, yeah.
If you originated the role, you get residuals for it.
Yeah.
Somebody told me that recently. I was like, that can't be right.
I guess it depends on the producer.
Depends on the contract, yeah. So we did a workshop, which means that you get a residual. Now, a lot of shows just do readings, which means you do not. So we had very generous producers, Scott Rudin and Ann Garofino. They were treated us very well. So we were lucky.
I think that's the first time that sentence has ever been spoken. Scott Rudin treating someone very.
He's got Carousel coming up next.
He does.
The revival.
Yeah.
Can we just talk about Corey Stoll just for another?
Yeah,
minute?
that's all I want to talk about. So ever.
Honestly, for real though, I mean, come on, be real here.
Okay.
Did you get a hard on?
I did not get a hard on.
You didn't?
No, it's one of those.
How do you control that?
Because there are so many people around, and the scene itself is him shouting at me to like faster, 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 slower, slower, slower. So it was like it wasn't like a sexy fun time scene.
Yeah.
It was like I was supposed to be feeling awkward, and he was being really sort of like bossy with me.
He's a bossy bottom.
Yes, and it was more comedic than it was like sexy. So do you like how I do that? With my shoulders.
Yeah, you shimmy
really
your shoulders a little bit.
That.
Now, are his lips like pillows?
Yeah.
They are?
It's like kissing like a rainbow.
Oh my God.
You just want to like live there.
Oh my
forever
God.
and ever.
And does the rainbow ever at the end of the rainbow is there a pot of gold, if you know what I mean?
There's a pot of gold.
And you like him because he's a New Yorker too.
No, I like him because he's so beautiful. He's so beautiful, and the
bald head,
the generous features, and there's a sweetness in his eyes, and the proportion of his face. And I'm telling you, I've seen it. He's got a fat ass.
Really?
He's got a fat, juicy ass.
On House of Cards? Did you see all of his sex scenes on that?
I did.
Yeah.
I saw that.
That's a good one.
Good on
and
House of Cards.
And you love a Jew too.
Oh, okay. I didn't say that. You can say that. I didn't say that, but it's the truth.
No, you love a Jewish man.
But
and woman.
It's not a race of people. It's a religion.
It is, but it's also a culture and a subculture.
Yes, thank you.
So you like somebody who was raised in that kind of subculture with that New York Jew mentality.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is why this girl has been here all these years.
See?
Because
really, that was well done.
She can do that, and she can break it
That's
down.
right.
Yeah. Well it's the truth.
Yeah.
Done.
And you know what? She's right. And I'm not going to make any apologies.
Why would you?
No.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
That Corey Stoll. But anyway, we've got Andrew Rannells here.
Again,
so you're going to go to Toronto. And I love the fact that you pronounced Toronto the proper way.
Toronto.
Because you've been working there for years.
You can't say Toronto.
You can't. No. You know when someone's an outsider.
I was going to like, when you're raised in New Jersey, you say Toronto.
What?
Toronto.
Can you talk about the project?
Yeah, it's a Paul Feig movie we've been shooting for. Yeah, so we've been shooting it for the past couple months. It's called A Simple Favor, and it stars Anna Kendrick and Blake Lively.
Wow.
And
do they play lesbians?
No,
Darn
no. But they should though, because they're like
they're lesbians in real life.
Yes, I think they're gonna.
Blake Lively's quite possibly the most perfect woman on the planet.
It's really jarring
visually.
It's really jarring.
Tall, that beautiful hair, her body.
I've walked behind her and like in her wake and just like watching people. Like it's
stunning.
It's pretty nuts.
So how long have you been working on the film?
We started in like mid-August, and then we finish actually on Friday. Is our last day.
Finish on Friday.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I fly back, and then we.
So it'll be out for the summer.
I have no idea how those things are determined because sometimes things sit for a long time, and then other things, it might be the summer, it might be Christmas. Yeah. I don't know. But Paul Feig has been so amazing, and he's so kind and so generous, and both of those actresses were really amazing. So it made being away from home very easy.
Yeah, and because you live out here in Los Angeles.
I actually live in New York.
Okay, what part of town?
In Chelsea.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Chelsea's not gay anymore.
Well, it's still kind of gay, but it's mostly Hell's Kitchen now.
Yeah.
Well, which they changed the name to Hell's Kitchen. Did you hear that? What? It's called Hello Kitchen. No.
You're lying.
No, it's called Hello Kitchen.
Why is it called Hello?
Because it's gay now. It's not Hell's Kitchen. It's Hello Kitchen. Get it? Hello Kitty.
So it's not Lisa's Hell's Kitchen.
No.
It's not Hello Kitchen.
Hello Kitchen.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly. How long have you lived there?
In Chelsea, only 5 years, but I lived in Hell's Kitchen, apparently before it was Hello Kitchen, for 8. So I feel like I'm just missing the gays.
Yeah.
But I've been in New York. This is my 20th year in New York.
20th
Wow.
year in New York.
97.
Do you ever see yourself saying, you know what? I've had enough of this.
No, I really don't.
Yeah.
I mean, I like it out here. Los Angeles is great. And
Do you know how to drive?
I do know how to drive, and I've been out here for work, for a few years, and it's lovely. But I think I moved to New York when I was 19, and I think that's just where I feel most
Tell
comfortable.
me this, Andrew Rannells. Now, can you give me some acting advice? I act in things from time to time. I'm terrible at it.
You are not.
Let me just get this out. What can you tell me that can make me a better actress?
Oh dear God!
Give
me
okay. How do you? Okay, you're doing a scene, and you have to act like you really care and you believe what the other person is saying. How do you not think? Okay, now my line is coming up after she says, "Hey, right? Taxi, and where's the car at?"
I think so. If you're supposed to be looking like you're like sweet and listening, because that's so much of like acting, quote unquote, is listening. Just like I would say, just like soften your eyes a little bit and give it like a little bit of a head tilt.
Yeah.
And then think about ask yourself, did I leave the oven on? I didn't leave the oven on.
Wait, did I leave it on?
Did I leave it on?
I'm not sure.
No, I didn't leave it on.
I had those Hot Pockets.
Yeah, it just shows you're thinking thoughts.
Yeah.
So you can use that for anything.
Yeah. That's great.
But you don't use an oven for Hot Pockets.
And then give it a smile.
You don't use an oven.
You might.
If you want them crispy, you can.
What about, crisp it up.
Okay, crisp it up. That's great advice for acting.
On Girls, because I was an avid Girls
Which
watcher.
is very sweet.
Really? I've never seen it.
I did not miss an episode.
Because the love scene with Corey Stoll is on Girls?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then I'll be watching.
Yes, but also he had a love scene with Marnie.
I did.
With the girl.
I had sex with Allison Williams.
Oh, that's right. And did you get a Woody for her?
I didn't.
Oh, bless your heart.
She's beautiful and lovely, and she smelled like, vanilla lotion and bubble yum, and it was like a real treat to do it. But it didn't make me get hardsies.
But you didn't break her in half either, because she's rail thin.
She is very thin, so I was very aware of that. I didn't want to crack her.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, you got to be careful.
But that was a complex character who, even though you were flamboyantly gay, you were also having your straight moments. So
well, and look, I've never had sex with a woman, but like certainly when I was in New York, and you go through that thing, where you get like or get a couple drinks in you, and then you start making out with girls, and then you're like, well, yeah, things could have happened. Yeah.
Have you ever had sex with a man?
Yeah.
You did?
Today?
No.
I mean,
not today.
Maybe.
We still have time.
It's afternoon.
It certainly is. Yeah.
It's a long drive back to my hotel.
It certainly is.
Yeah.
So we've covered the acting, we've covered the gay sex, we've covered the straight sex. We've covered Bye Bye Birdie.
You're welcome, Mom.
Girls.
And Mame.
And I'm going to fix him up with somebody off the
How about
mic.
that?
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
I have somebody who I'm going to play matchmaker. Yep.
So you are hello.
Hello.
Darling.
Yes.
I love
Hello Kitchen.
So, okay, before we go, now, what role do you see Michelle in? Like, okay, she's a brassy dame. And when you go to Joe Allen and you see all those posters on the wall of all the failed.
Yes, those are failed ones.
They're failed Broadway shows.
Oh, there's loads of great failed Broadway shows.
Loads of great ones. Are you familiar with them?
Oh, sure. Like, I would love to see you in the fantastically disastrous musical Carrie the musical.
Oh, Carrie's great.
I want to see you be the mother.
Yeah,
because that music is good.
She's got the one good song.
The Kill the Pig number is not so good, but all the mom stuff is so good. You should do that.
Okay, done.
That's a great idea.
Right?
Who
Do
wrote
Carrie.
the book and the songs for that?
Some guy.
I
don't know. I wish I knew. That'd be real badass if I could pull that out.
Shire.
It was not.
No.
Before we go, though, we talked about Sondheim a little bit, and what's so weird, my ear I could never pull out a Sondheim melody. This is me. This is the only song I know. I'm going to see how far I can go.
Okay, ready?
Loving you. I hit the wrong note. I just did it.
Go.
Okay, wait a minute. Loving you. I can't.
Do it.
You know that song? Loving you is da. It's from Passions. Da da da. I can't do it.
You chose Passions.
Yeah.
That's a tricky one.
It's also not one of
really
but
tricky
they're
one.
all tricky.
No,
they are, but there's some ones like Into the Woods is accessible,
correct.
I think.
So is Merrily.
So is, let's not forget West Side Story, because that's also Stephen Sondheim.
Yeah, but he
that's right.
He wrote the lyrics.
Right. So Merrily is, hey, old friends, day, old friends, old friends, that we are, aren't we? All right, something.
I think we could do this.
Yeah, we can.
I think we should do this
when
show.
I do my show tunes album, I want to sing that song with you.
I do. I would love
that. But we need a third,
See?
Andrew.
Exactly.
This was meant to be.
Now, you're on the soundtrack to the Book of Mormon.
On the Book of Mormon.
Which I have right here, but we don't have the rights.
We don't have the rights to play it. What other shows? So are you on all those shows that you were in the cast album?
Falsettos, you are.
I am on the cast album of Falsettos and Book of Mormon, but the other ones I replaced in, so then you don't get to be on the,
I see. Of course.
I wonder if we could do a dirty charades with Book of Mormon, call it Book of Hormon.
That's a great
idea.
I
was thinking of things, but then I couldn't for dirty charades, like Creamer versus Creamer.
Oh my God, that's brilliant.
Good.
Ordinary Peepholes.
Very
God,
good. Or ordinary poop holes.
Oh my God.
People.
That is brilliant.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. See, you'd be great in the Broadway category for Dirty Charades.
Dirty Charades. I'm going to give some thought.
We went to lunch once and did it for at least an hour.
Yes.
Back and forth.
Wow.
Yes. Oklahoma was one that you came up with.
Cream Girls.
Oh, yes.
That's good.
Annie Get Your Cum.
Annie Get Your Cum. Great show. Great songs. Great show.
Absolutely.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Well, now we're going to say goodbye now because we have to actually go back to work.
Yes.
And do our show.
Don't make us go.
It's the exciting conclusion.
Yes, the exciting conclusion of our episode. I'm going to go touch up my makeup. Yes, as you're listening to this, we're all in full drag right now.
Full
beat.
Yeah, full beat. Full
Andrew
beat.
too.
Yeah.
Look at me.
Well, Andrew Rannells rhymes with panels.
Yeah.
This is such a treat, and I can't say a dream come true does not do it justice. And I really felt like I was having in some sort of fever dream or having a stroke while I was out there because it was like, how am I here?
Yeah.
How is this happening?
Isn't it crazy?
And it looks exactly like it looks on television,
television.
which that's never the case.
Right. No, it really does. And that set that you were just on, that's the same one we've had for years and years and years.
10 to be exact.
Well, no, not the first year. We didn't have that the first year.
We didn't have a lot the first year.
Right.
Including me.
Exactly.
So who cares?
Exactly, Reynolds. Exactly.
Well, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
I can tell you 100% that I am the person I am today because of so much therapy.
Holla.
I have had a lot of therapy and I love it. Actually, I've fallen in love with the concept of just getting it out of my system and hearing it spoken in the room and with someone I can trust.
And not judge you.
And not judge me.
Friends you can trust.
Yes.
But sometimes they might judge. Not you, but the situation.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, and that's why Talkspace is such an important tool in your development, in your navigation of this life.
Yeah, because so many people think, all right, great, Rue. We all would love to afford therapy, but we can't.
Right.
Or they don't have anybody near them that they can access.
Right.
Access?
Yeah.
I said access.
Well, I think they're both right.
I was going to say accessible, but I stopped short. Access.
Yeah.
Talkspace is the online therapy company that lets you message a licensed therapist from anywhere at any time. All you need is a computer with internet connection or the Talkspace mobile app. That means you can improve your mental health even if you've had trouble making time for your mental health in the past. I'm telling you guys, there's nothing more important than taking care of your health and your mental health. Because without it, life's going to be tough. And if you can't imagine fitting anything else into your life, with Talkspace, therapy is as easy as sending your therapist a message. Get something off your chest whenever you need to. Talk about everyday challenges at work or at home, not just the heavy stuff. The Talkspace platform has over 2,000 licensed therapists who are experienced in addressing life challenges we all face. To match with a perfect therapist for a fraction of the price of traditional therapy, the Talkspace platform is over 2,000 licensed therapists who are experienced in addressing life challenges that we all face. You are not alone. To match with a perfect therapist for a fraction of the price of traditional therapy, go to Talkspace.com/Rue. Use the offer code Rue to get $30 off your first month. It's Talkspace.com/Rue.
Andrew Rannells was just fantastic in Boys in the Band. Now, of course, we taped this one a while back, and then since then, I've been to New York and I saw the show, and I was very familiar with the movie. I saw the movie probably 25 times because one of my mentors insisted that all the kids who came over got to know our gay history and how fundamental this play was in the history of gay people.
And it is.
The play came along before Stonewall, so it was.
There's a part 2.
I did not know there's a part 2.
It just got.
So if it's called Boys in the Band, this was called Girls in the Hood.
It never got released. Mark was telling me that he was trying to get the rights to do. Mark Gatiss was telling me he was trying to get the rights to do it. I don't know the real story behind it, but there is a.
Wow.
Part 2.
Wow. Well, the big news is that I did go to dinner after the show with the director, whose name is, listen, this is the thing. If you have several syllables in your name and it's an Italian name, I have to see a picture of it and I have to practice it. So it's Joe Mantello.
I'm going to get it.
Mantanello. You're getting it now. He's won 2 Emmys, and he's an actor too.
You mean Tony?
Tony's. In fact, he was, I think, in the original
production
Angels in America as an actor,
which I saw.
He played Louis.
Joe Mantello, which isn't that difficult.
But you understand?
Yes, it was. I think you were also confusing it with Joe Manganiello.
Yes, and then there's the guy from
Joe Montana.
Yes. And then there's the stripper, the guy who's married to.
That's Joe Manganiello.
That's Joe Manganiello. So, of course, cut me a break, America.
America?
Yeah. I'm stunning.
America.
Honey.
We're going to talk about that just for 1 second before we move on.
Yeah, okay.
Right now.
Yeah.
The Monique Hart.
Monique Hart, who my friend has renamed Monique Heartbreaker.
Oh, my God. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Love doesn't even
she's amazing.
Obsessed.
She's amazing because we didn't see that girl when we're filming it.
No, a lot of times that happens with like Vanjie. You didn't see that. You saw it in the confessionals.
Yes.
Same thing with Monique.
Right.
Now Carson and I saw it. You weren't there when she self-directed.
When she directed herself.
That was literally my moment where I fell in love. Yeah. Action and cut. That's where I fell in love.
Brilliant.
And then I saw her differently. So I fell in love with her. My favorite thing, I don't even know if she knows she's doing it, was every time she talked, she'd go, America? America? You know what I don't like. She just talked.
Yeah. Brilliant.
To America.
Yeah. Brilliant.
Favorite.
Love her.
So you got to go out with Joe Mantello for dinner.
Joe Mantello, Zachary Quinto. Matt Bomer.
Hot.
Oh, like Homer. Bomer.
Correct.
Yeah, Matt Bomer. And then Zachary Quinto's boyfriend, Miles
Davis.
Miles something.
Moody.
Miles
Davis Moody. Miles.
Something. But he's this beautiful man. And my friend. And then we're at the table, okay? Up to the table walks the Queen of Broadway.
Now, there could be a lot of different people in people's minds who the Queen of Broadway.
I guess that you could think maybe Ethel Merman.
Well, no, that she probably
Mary Martin.
No, neither one of them would be walking up to your table. They wouldn't be walking.
Who else could possibly
Bernadette.
The Queen of Broadway?
She could
sure.
Be.
Okay. Queen of Broadway.
At this moment, Bette Midler.
Well, come on, Michelle. Now she's not known for, but
Cheetah Rivera.
Okay, now that I can buy, but it was none of them women. It was. Patti LuPone walks up to the table.
Jesus has walked up to the table.
Yeah.
What did you do?
Well, I said, I gushed. Is that a word?
But did you though?
Did
you do it the way I would do it?
No, not the way you would have done it. I said, "Oh my God, love you." She said, "Listen," she said, "My friend played me the podcast where you and Michelle
and the girl,
talk about. You said some really lovely things about me, and I really appreciate it." And I said, "Well, we meant every single word of that.
Can you come on the podcast?
Wouldn't that be great?" Now she's, of course, in New York. But
about to go to London for the production of Company, which I'm getting myself over there to see in September.
Oh my God! Wow!
Like I have chills.
Well,
she's Joanne, obviously.
Is she
Here's
gonna?
To the ladies.
Oh my God!
Lunch. Yeah.
Ooh,
look,
that's gonna be
everything's
good.
hard on me right now.
Yeah. Your nipples are hard.
Nipples are hard. I have like goosebumps.
Yeah.
I am going there to see Lala Pone.
Wow!
And the Bobby is a female.
Wow!
Yeah.
I'm nodding like I know what you mean.
Because you've never seen Company.
Never seen Company.
Actually, it's not a success on Broadway. It's one of my favorite Sondheim musicals of all time.
Right.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love it so much. And they're staging it.
Living together, working. Is that from Company? No, that's from Promises.
This is what is from Company. Ladies Who Lunch is from Company.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of what else you might know. Because every time I hear Company, I just sing Bobby, Bobby, baby, Bobby, cutie, Bobby.
Right.
You know, Not Getting Married. Not Getting Married. Not Getting Married today. Vera from Mel's Diner was that original.
Vera from Mel's Diner. Vera.
Remember that? Oh, that would drop.
Oh, yeah.
She was the Not Getting Married
right.
role in the Broadway. Elaine Stritch obviously was the Joanne and did Ladies Who Lunch.
Yeah. Okay, so, right.
Oh, Being Alive.
Yes, that's the other big song.
That's the showstopper.
Yeah. So, so that was Andrew Rannells. I didn't get to see.
You're going by Patti LuPone way too quickly.
Yeah. Okay, Patti LuPone. It was great. She looked great, and
because she has a new hip. She had surgery.
Oh, I didn't know
and
that.
She's back on the stage. She had surgery before she did the Evita thing.
I didn't know that.
And she was back.
Well, we had dinner at that place above Joe Allen's, which is the new Joe Allen's. But apparently, what Zachary Quinto, or whatever you call him, his name
Zachary
is
Quinto.
Yeah, he
Barcelona.
said,
Where you going?
That's it, Barcelona.
Barcelona.
Is that what it's called?
Is that what you were trying to sing?
No. I'm trying to name the name of this place.
That's from Company. You would know Company.
Okay, I'm past Company, but
shit.
I'm talking about the restaurant above Joe Allen's, which is now the new Joe Allen's. But apparently, it's losing some of its cachet in the Broadway community.
I don't even. Do people know Joe Allen's anymore?
I think so. I don't know. I would think that you would. I
know Joe Allen's, but does the younger generation still?
Well, up there, everybody was up there. You know, Maureen Dowd was up there, and I got to meet her too, the writer.
All night? Like all these people in one night?
Yeah, everybody comes there after their show. And it was Michael Cera. Is that how you say his name?
He's in it too.
Yeah, he's in local Lobby Hero or something like that.
He's in something right
now.
Yeah,
he's on
Broadway
Lobby
right
Hero.
Now.
He was a table over there. I saw some kids.
Did you introduce yourself to him?
No, I didn't. But I don't do that.
Love him.
I do too.
He is so good.
Yeah, because Arrested Development is coming back, and I'm rewatching season 4 all over again because they remixed it on Netflix. They did. It's called The Remix. It's called.
Is it?
Yeah, they remixed it.
I saw Arrested Development on Netflix, and I was like, "Is this new?"
Well, season 4 was 10 years later, and it came up on Netflix. Now, season 5 is 2 years later, I think. And it's on Netflix.
One of the most genius shows ever.
So
written.
fabulous. So what was I saying? On the table next to us, I saw some kids from Hello Dolly who I'd seen them a month ago.
Who? Like some of the kids that were in the show?
Yeah.
So I guess Joe Allen still is the Broadway place.
No, darling, I'm talking about the place above Joe Allen's.
It's not connected?
No. The place above Joe Allen's is now the new Joe Allen's.
Okay. So should I look it up what it's called?
It's some Spanish name. I don't know. It's Italian maybe. I don't know.
Okay. Restaurant. I'm going to look it up.
Yeah. Above Joe Allen's.
Joe Allen's.
Yeah. Which is it 44th Street? I don't know.
Joe Allen.
45th Street?
I'm going to find out now,
Okay.
girl.
Anyway, so everybody was there.
Bar Central?
No.
Okay, great.
And then that Michael Slattery. Oh, God, why can't I say people's names?
It's the worst.
Slattery. He's
Are you sure
actor.
it's not called Bar Central?
No, it's not Bar Central.
An intimate, unmarked before and after theater bar upstairs from Joe Allen's.
Okay, well. Bar Central. I guess when he said
it's on West 46th?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Yeah. 324 West 46 in Manhattan.
I guess when he said it, I thought he was saying some Italian or Spanish thing. Bar Central.
Bar Central.
Bar Central.
Maybe he just said it like all fancy.
Yeah. But Nancy, Maureen Dowd was upstairs. It was pretty.
Did you introduce yourself to her?
Yes, I had to.
And
I said, your book, Are Men Necessary, is a literary gold masterpiece.
Yeah.
And so it was fun.
Still not over the Patti LuPone part. Did anybody else?
Oh my God, I can imagine if you were there how you would embarrass yourself.
I would embarrass everybody that was with me.
You embarrassed.
I might actually cry.
Actually, the health inspector may come to Bar Central
and
shut it down. Yes.
You know, when I get like that, and not many can do that.
Well, she's worth it.
She's worth it. There's not many. Just she means so much to me in so many different ways, and I wouldn't be like ridiculous, but I would be ridiculous in my own skin. Yeah, because I would probably just tear up when she came out. I was alone when I went to see War Paint. You know, I got my Today tickets and I went alone.
I went alone. Yeah,
and she came out. You know, Christine Ebersole. I love
Christine.
She's
Ebersole.
a fucking genius.
Genius.
Then Patti came out, and she just came out, and everybody erupts when Patti comes out. Yeah. And she stood there, and she opened her mouth, and I just started crying. It was one of those moments.
You mean at the curtain call, or when her first scene in the movie?
The minute she walked out on stage, and everybody's clapping, and I'm just sitting there choking up, holding back the tears. She's just otherworldly. Yeah. There are great Broadway performers. I love the new crop. Yeah. But there is only one Patti. There's only one Cheetah, and Bernadette. Mm-hmm. Those three are the ones that really invoke something in me.
Yeah. Yeah. See, I'm surprised Patti didn't do Hello Dolly, but she doesn't do sloppy seconds like that, does she?
No, Bernadette was doing it, and Bette's coming back to finish it up. And you know who's doing the tour? Betty Buckley.
Oh, wow.
And I'd be willing to see that.
Wow.
Yeah, because I loved her in 1776. I loved her in Edwin Drood. I love Betty Buckley, even though her voice is not my typical love. I liked her from.
I saw her here in Grey Gardens.
Oh,
Betty Buckley.
She's brilliant.
Yeah.
And Christine Ebersole did.
Yeah. She was doing,
Brilliant. Right. But so I'm going in July. I only got tickets so far to Dear Evan Hansen.
Bitch, I don't have time to go to New York in July. You know I'm working.
You're working too, bitch. I'm using the 5 days I got off.
How much? You have 5 days.
We have 5 days. I'm using them to take my daughter. She wants to go to a Broadway trip before she goes to school. How can I say no?
You said daughter like black people, because black people say daughter. Did you just say daughter?
Did I say daughter?
I think you said daughter.
Daughter, like with an R?
Yeah, daughter.
Well, I am from New Jersey.
Yeah.
Dad's from Baltimore. It could kind of get smushed up. Yeah. But that's all she wanted. Like I said, let's go to Mexico. We were trying to go everywhere for the 5 days. Literally, Lola and Lily said New York. We want to go to New York.
She didn't want Cha Cha Hills. She wants to go to New York.
Correct. She wants to go to New York.
Yeah.
So I bought tickets to Dear Evan Hansen because we've all seen it.
Yeah.
I saw it twice.
I want to see it with who's in it now? Taylor Trance?
I think so.
Yeah. I'd love to see what someone else would do with it. I can imagine. You know, I sat next to Ben Platt at the Time Gala. Yeah. And he's so lovely. God, he's so lovely.
I know. I love him.
Oh, exquisite.
They were watching. He and Noah Galvin were together that night, and they sent me a Marco Polo video, and they were watching Drag Race somewhere, or the night before, whatever it was that time.
Yeah.
And they both sent. I'll show it to you. They were so cute, and they sent me a little video that they're watching.
And
they're
friends because Noah Galvin replaced
Ben
Platt in
for a limited run.
Oh, it was limited.
Yes, because Taylor was then training to come in and take over.
Okay.
So I'm going to take Lily to see it. It's important for somebody who's gone through.
Oh, it's an important show. It's an important show for everybody.
Correct, but especially if depression or.
Well, I just want to see what someone else would do with that role, because I can't imagine. I mean that Ben Platt
gave it his intestines.
What the fuck? What is that? What's he doing?
I am in awe.
He's crazy.
We should get Ben on here. He would love to come on the show.
He's doing something now with Barbra Streisand. He's doing some
Streisand.
Right. He's doing some. I think it's a series.
Are you kidding me?
Child, don't get me to line up in here. But I read something somewhere. Somebody said something.
Are you kidding?
Somebody said something.
Well, I'm going to.
You're going to look it up. You kids in those phones. See, I don't use my phone the way you guys do, where you find you go to look for something and. I can't concentrate on two things at the same time.
No, I'm a woman. Females, we have that gift.
Yeah.
But if it gets too intense, I can't. But if I'm doing something, just looking something up. So I'm going to go back to the shows that you saw.
Okay, but
and then we'll get to Ben Platt.
Don't mention the other one.
No.
Yeah.
I won't.
Yeah.
Got you. But let's mention, so my daughter, Lola.
Your daughter.
Did I say it again?
You said your daughter. Yeah.
I think it's just New Jersey, babe. Lola has no interest. Zero.
In Broadway.
At all.
Yeah.
I said, can I just take you to one? She's like, no interest. None. Yeah. David is dying to go see Harry Potter and the Cursed Child.
Yeah.
That's an all-day affair, like Angels in America.
Right.
So he's going to see that, and I'll take the girls and go shopping and go to Central Park, kiki, blah, blah.
Yeah.
I want to go see SpongeBob because everybody says it's amazing.
I hear it's really good. I don't know how long it's going to last.
Is that right?
I don't know how long it's going to last.
Well, if it's there, I'll go see it.
Yeah.
She wants to go see My Fair Lady. I feel like we should, what's the word when you agree in the middle?
Agree to disagree?
Okay, I'll take that. Cut our losses and go
Moni's
see.
in the middle. Moni's in the middle.
Where's she at?
She's in the middle.
Okay, go see Carousel.
Yeah. What's the big song from Carousel?
Oh, there's two. There's
I could have done that one. No.
That's King and I, but I'll take it. Now you're gonna make me look it up. There's two.
Rodgers and Hart,
which is not my favorite.
Rodgers and Hammerstein.
I auditioned for it and didn't get it. They said to me,
I think I asked you that before. What was the big song?
I know, and I don't remember because it's not my. I can't stand the show.
Yeah.
But if I was going to do it on Broadway,
you would learn to love
absolutely.
it. You'd meet it in the middle.
Absolutely. It was "You'll Never Walk Alone."
Oh yes, right. Yeah. That's a big song.
That's the biggest one.
Yeah.
And I thought there was a new.
There's another
song,
one,
the big one.
We
June is busting out all over.
Is that in Carousel?
Yes.
Is that in Carousel?
Yes.
Oh my God! If you've never heard the song, you got to hear Leslie Uggams' version of it on YouTube.
I love.
Which is brilliant because she doesn't know the words to the song.
Oh my God, that one!
Yes, you've seen that.
That's the live one.
Yeah, it's
it Leslie Uggams?
It's Leslie Uggams.
If you can't beat them, Uggams.
We're going to go to break, but when we come back, we've got the kids from Broad City, Ilana Glazer and Abbi Jacobson, who I'm in love with those girls.
Adore.
Just amazing.
J'adore.
Yes. So you guys stay with us. You know, Michelle, I was in a restaurant in New York the other day, and a guy comes up to me and says, I am the letter writer on one of your Squarespace.com things. He was a guy who wrote us a letter. I don't remember what it was about, but it was interesting getting to meet him in person.
How sweet.
And he was so excited that he has this website that the world can now see due to the fact that he went through Squarespace, which is the easiest way in the world to create a website of your own. I love getting these letters. I love helping these people to find a way to express themselves.
Would you say he made some decisions?
Michelle knows I have a hard time saying the word decision.
This is my favorite thing.
But yes, he's great. And keep sending those letters to RuPaulPodcast@gmail.com. I believe you have a letter right there.
I always do. Hi, Ru and Michelle. My name is Jonathan. I've been a fan of Drag Race and the podcast for years now. And I just wanted to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. I'm emailing you to tell you about the Squarespace website that I made after listening. Ever since I graduated high school several years ago, I did too, Jonathan.
It's been just a few years, right?
Yeah. My dream has been to start an a cappella group and perform around the world. Well, after several years of work, my group is finally rolling. We've been performing around my home state of Colorado more and more, and we're even traveling to LA and other cities later this year for different gigs. My group's name is Collide Vocals, and our Squarespace website is collidevocals.com. The end goal for this group is to get big enough for me to be a guest judge on Drag Race or guests on the podcast. So hopefully our wonderful Squarespace site is a great first step. Sending lots of love. Jonathan San Augustin or Augustin. I'm sorry, Augustin probably.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jonathan. And
wow,
Collide
that's cool.
Vocals.
Yeah. I love that he's made his website with Squarespace, and everybody who wants to book him or check them out can go to that website.
Collide
it's really cool.
Vocals, yeah. Get a free trial with no credit card required. Just head to squarespace.com/Ru for that free trial. And when you're ready to launch, baby, use the offer code Ru to save 10% off of your first purchase of a website or domain. That's offer code RU. Thanks again to Squarespace, and keep sending your websites to RuPaulPodcast@gmail.com. It's Squarespace.
Now, we've got Abbi Jacobson. Now, Abbi Jacobson, you are now a sample size. Now, is this by design? Because, I mean, are you studying to be a supermodel? What's going on?
I didn't know what you were going to say. I was like, I'm a sample what? I was like, sample. Go
here, girl.
I don't know. I think it's kind of been like 2017. I always try to like get in shape for the show.
Yeah, well, no, you were just asking about. I mean, I don't want to get into anything that you're like embarrassed about. I mean, it's not like you've got a tapeworm or anything, right? Do you have a tapeworm?
You can buy tapeworms.
Can you?
No.
How? Where?
You buy them on the internet and they suck your guts out and then you get rid of them.
Yeah.
That is so fucked up.
In case you're interested.
It's so fucked up, but it's also kind of hot at the same time.
You're like,
it's extra.
I guess it's kind of natural.
It's
a natural way.
And now Ilana's known you for a long time. Ilana, okay, she's like a sample size right now. Is there should we be worried?
I don't think you have to be worried.
No? Okay. Because I love it. I my goal in life is to be really thin. And I know it's not PC to say, but I want to be fucking real skinny.
I think it's everybody's goal.
Yeah.
In their heads.
Right.
But,
it's mine too.
Yeah,
you said that when you were making the movie Rough Night, you were just eating whatever Lenny Kravitz's daughter wanted to eat.
Yeah.
What was she eating?
Juice press.
Oh, juice press.
Yeah, because they have like packaged salads.
Yeah.
So it was like, just pick me one up.
But that's healthy.
Juice press. The company Juicery.
The press juicery?
No,
Juice Press is in New York, though. I don't think it's
Oh, okay. We have the press juicery.
But they have a thing like in the Hamptons. So I was like, I'll take a salad too.
You just did whatever she did.
Yeah, I was
Ilana
like,
and
I'll have what she's having.
have like a very habitual relationship with food when we shoot. We find like a juice press and we're like, I don't even want to have to think about it.
Yeah.
This is what we'll get like almost every day.
Have you been this thin before? No.
But I'm pretty small. Like I'm pretty small, so this actually feels like right. And
what are you doing?
I mean, I have like stuff, I still
That's
got
called
some...
skin.
No, it's not. I want to feel.
Yeah, but like you're wearing this sort of this canvasy trench coat dress, which you got to be thin to wear that.
Yeah,
am I
absolutely.
right? Yeah.
She also has like a long torso. And high tight titties, which is
high tight titties. I
nice
love that.
And elongating.
Yeah,
No,
my
torso is like 2 inches long.
Really? Mine too.
Mine too.
No.
Yeah, it is. No, my body. I have long legs and short torso.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. So we've got the Broad City girls here. Who came up with the name Broad City?
We both did. It was this conversation. I mean, we were like sort of going through. We were at Barnes and Noble on 56th and 5th, and we were like finding
in
ideas.
Like an aisle.
In an aisle.
It was like a process where we were like starting off, and Abby was rattling names, but we were finding the area together. Girlville, Broadtown. We talked about like Broadtown. And
so the show had already been sold. You just didn't have a name.
No. Just
for the web
series. For the web series.
Oh, okay.
So no one cared.
No one cared, right?
That's why we were sitting in like a aisle of books. Like this is our office because Barnes and Noble, you can like hang out all day.
Yeah.
And I lived in Queens, and Ilana was working at SkinCeuticals up there.
Oh yeah.
And so
SkinCeuticals.
the stuff. Queensboro Bridge is there, and we were like, "This is a good spot to meet."
Yeah. And so when did Amy Poehler get a hold of it? Well, she was the next stop on the fame train.
So first of all, she founded with 3 other guys that she did sketch with from Chicago. She founded this theater that we took classes at. So we were connected to her like in our comedy education already, but
I never met her.
No.
Had never met her at that point.
No.
Yeah.
She was kind of like this figurehead of the school.
But after we spent 2 years making 35 videos, 34. And for the 35th, we wanted her in it. And because we were connected through the school, somebody who had been her student owed us a favor because he skipped
Skip Bell.
Yeah. And then we were like, do you think Amy would ever want to be a part of the show? And he was like, gotcha, BRB, you know? And so she did the web series. She did a webisode, the finale. And she had heard of us before, which like we were just.
Like what?
Yeah. We were just floored. And then when she shot this webisode, we were like, we'll do it in an hour for you near your house, whatever.
Yeah.
We all just clicked, and she had been looking to produce something, and we clicked.
And we were like, we had been planning on coming to LA to pitch this show, the TV version. We were like, let's just like ask Amy if she would ever want to produce the show.
Yeah.
And we emailed her, and I remember getting the email back, and Ilana was like upstate shooting something that you've never seen, right?
I saw it once. I was like, don't show me this ever again.
And I remember the day. It was my dad's birthday, May 21st. Amy wrote us back, and she was like, I would love to. And that was like insane. Yeah. So now we were coming out to LA as we had planned, but now Amy was like part of the team, and it was, I mean, game changer.
Yeah. So she said, I do want to produce it. And then she said, well, let me set you up with some meetings at Comedy Central. She came with you.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh, that is a friggin' ace in the pocket.
She was like, let's meet for breakfast and talk. And we got there.
We were like, breakfast!
We were like, in the West Village. Yeah. And we talked, and she had a notebook, and she had notes on she had like thoughts about all the web series, and we made a reel, and she was like, it was like a little power lunch.
You know, it's just interesting because there are women in the business and men in the business, but the people who are performers who then turn it into a business, like, you know, Elizabeth Banks, you know, she's a big producer, and these people like, you know, Amy Poehler and Tina Fey have translated their fame into business people. What do you think is the secret to that? Notebooks?
This is like
breakfast.
This is like the right notebook.
I feel like Amy always had that in her. You know, I do feel like she always had that in her, and she maybe has just taken really good notes, mental notes along the way.
How many shows do you think she's produced? It's Paper Kite. Is that her company?
Yeah.
How many shows does she have?
Well, they're doing this new crafting show with Nick Offerman that's supposed to be really cool.
Oh, with Nick Offerman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I imagine like 7 or 8.
Yeah,
somewhere in development.
I auditioned for her show called, is it Household Name or was it Sackett Sisters? One is Tina and one is her. I think her show was Household Name with Carol Burnett.
Oh, wow.
Sorry, hold on. You audition?
Oh, no, trust me, honey. I will do whatever it takes to get that job.
I think saying no to auditions is where you go wrong.
Right. No, I've gone on auditions where the other guys in the room are all these famous guys. I'm like, oh my. I went on audition once for, I don't remember what it was, but it was Ernie Hudson from Ghostbusters.
Holy shit.
I've always had a friggin'
hard
clitoris for Ernie Hudson.
Did you say
hot.
something to him?
He is so hot. Those big lips. And I did say something to him. Good. But it was this weird thing where you're like, why don't y'all just give him the job? And I will just
blow him.
This was enough. Yeah, I'll just come to set.
Yeah.
Fluff him up.
Now, do you all go on auditions?
Yeah. I mean, when we're not working on the show, I haven't in a while, not even that I'm not auditioning. I just like don't have time to like do the thing.
Yeah.
But I audition for voiceover stuff a lot.
Definitely.
You do, because you just finished doing a movie here in Los Angeles.
Yes.
Where you do a voice of this thing. What's the name? Can you say the name of it?
Lego.
It's a Lego movie.
Yeah.
Yes.
It came out.
Well, no, but you got hired to do something else.
You mean
it's a
everything?
It's a show. I was like, what movie?
It's
a show. It's Matt Groening's new show.
Right.
Simpsons.
Yeah.
The
Creator.
Simpsons
Creator.
It's pretty. That's why I'm out here.
That's
why
you're out here. Because I read in the trades that you were going to be out here for 4 months. And so
I told you that. You didn't. That wasn't in the trades.
Abbi's
going to be in LA for 4 months.
Get ready, Los Angeles. Prepare yourself, Hollywood.
The Lego movie, like everything is awesome.
No. This is the third one.
Okay,
but it's like the franchise.
Got it. That's huge.
But like the Matt Groening thing, like I recorded on my phone.
That's how you auditioned?
All the voiceover stuff, I record and send it off, and then you either hear or don't hear. Yeah. But I haven't auditioned for a live action thing in a while, but I haven't done one in a while.
Yeah. It's a tough business. It's a tough business. And you kids, you know, I think people look at you kids and you think, oh, they got this web thing. And then all of a sudden it turns into a TV show, and it's a hit TV show. First of all, let's get this out of the way. What nights is it on, and where can people find it? And how soon is it on Hulu?
Wednesdays at 10:30 after South Park.
Yeah.
And how soon is it on Hulu? I don't know if it's 1 week or 3 weeks.
I actually think it's different this season. I think it starts airing on Hulu like after the season. Unfortunately, which sucks.
Hulu though just the only way to watch television?
I know.
Yeah.
And I wish it was on Netflix too, but it's never going to be on Netflix. But
why do you say that?
Why?
Like
you
no Viacom
fuck someone
shows.
over there?
No, I didn't personally, but there's no Viacom shows on there.
And wait, is that some type of shade?
On there.
There's some.
It was at one.
It goes on and off. It's on
goes
Netflix.
on and
Well,
off.
then it might be just Comedy Central and like
I think
MTV.
it's like I feel like it was like some contract they made before this shit existed,
Right.
and now they're like, we can't, and it's like just change,
Right.
because it
Just change.
seems like
Yeah.
essential now.
Yeah, it is essential. Now, do you guys have marketing deals with like Urban Outfitters or some New York, Brooklyn Industries? Does Viacom get a piece of your merchandising?
Totally, they get most of it.
But also, we pitched we were like, can we have merch for the show?
Yeah.
And so then they started this big thing, and we work with a bunch of different brands, like this brand Fab, and they have partnerships with Urban Outfitters. So all the Broad City gear that's sold everywhere.
And for a while we were like, why won't they just make merch? And I realized it's just like we weren't big enough.
We have a sex toy line.
You
What?
do?
We do dildos and vibrators.
You know who I
and
know it
lube.
most from? My mom reminds me.
How long has that
Just
been
buying
out?
a
Where can
vibrator,
you
baby.
find it?
Online.
But it's
Online.
also, my friend saw it in a store. I think it's at like Babeland, all the
Cool.
stores.
Okay,
love
all right.
Babeland.
So say I'm looking in the looking for a vibrator, and I want a Broad City vibrator. Where do I? What's the first thing I do?
I want an Abby Braider.
Abby Braider.
Well, it's called Love Honey. So you could search Broad City Vibrator, Broad City Love Honey sex toys. But I think one is called the Wolverine.
Yeah.
Based on stuff from the show.
Do you guys test them out before you put them on the market?
Yeah, we had to put them all inside of us, keep them for a week.
All of it.
Yeah,
And there's a lot. It's like
Right.
all around the country. It was
heavy.
like a whole.
It was heavy, but it strengthened my
ordeal.
muscles so good. You know what I mean?
That's why the season's so late this year.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
Too busy testing sex toys.
Yeah.
But you know what? We gotta do what we gotta do.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. Now, tell me about choosing Tony Danza to be your father on the show. Was that a lifelong thing? Was it just that your agent said, "Oh, Tony Danza's available," and like, "Oh, he could work."
No,
What was it? I'm trying to remember.
I think that it was like, definitely wasn't our agent. I think it was like, he is not exactly
big
like my
fan of your
dad, but
vibrators.
is like,
Yeah, he's
but
similar.
he's kind of like my dad in that he's like living young.
Yes.
Like he lives very youthfully.
Sure. He tap dances.
Still?
Yeah. But our parents on the show like aren't replicas of our parents, but for whatever reason they feel like they would be
They're kind of
our
inspired
characters.
by. It also made us laugh that he's so goyish and not Jewish.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then I'm
Yeah.
always
Both of
ragging
my
on
parents
Abby
are
for being not
very
like
goyish.
nebbish enough.
Because
So-
I
love that word.
I know the show. I don't understand because when you go to Philly to visit Tony Danza, your father, it doesn't explain what happened to the mother, but in the episode that I'm in, Perry Gilpin, is that her name?
Yes.
Perry Gilpin, she plays your mother, but I don't know why they're not together or what. It's not, does it explain why she's not there in Philly?
They're divorced.
Yeah.
But like this trip, we just went and stayed with my dad.
Right. And no mention of her.
No mention.
Right. You
Because
just gotta
that's
keep it
kind of
open.
like
Yeah.
what I do.
Right.
Or I don't know. I feel like
you tell them
a lot
if you're
of
in
parents
town.
that are
But
kids
it's
are divorced, you don't always see both on the trip.
And it's like even if you're in town, it's like this is like a dad thing
And
or
also,
whatever.
I think we
Right.
made her not live in Philly anymore.
So 10 months to wait a minute. Okay. Between seasons, you said it was 10 months in between
Takes
seasons?
about no, it takes 10 months to make one season.
But was it 17 months between season 3 and season 4?
When it came
Yeah.
out, but
Yeah.
we spent 10 of those months making the next season.
Right. And so it's just that y'all are no, I can't say that word. You're leotarded and you can't write sooner?
The hiatus was like kind of predetermined because we're like, we have to shoot in the winter. We always shoot in the summer. So that hiatus was pushed. And then once that was pushed, that was the 7 months.
The next window.
Yeah.
Right. Now, I told this to Ilana is that, the show represents for me the New York that I knew in the 80s. Yeah, you walk out of your apartment and you go, oh, look, there's so much. First of all, I have the goal I had was I want to get high. I want to get some weed. I don't have any money, but I want to get stoned. Where can I go? Why don't I just walk through Tompkins Square Park?
Yes.
Boom. And that would lead to, hey, there goes Shaniqua. Where y'all going? We're going down to the piers because Shawana
wants to Vogue.
I was like, okay, I'll go with. And then the hilarity would ensue, and that's what the show reminds me of. But you
incredible.
Kids, you don't know that in New York.
No,
How did you know that would evoke that spirit in the viewers like me?
I think it was like
they're woke.
They woke.
And it wasn't even a thing we set out to do, but I think we had that spirit in entering the comedy community.
Right.
And that felt like popping over to this club, popping over to that show, going and doing this sketch and going to network and just like meet people in the community. There was this network in which we could be open, vulnerable, fluid, because that, we were both young when we came to New York, but it was like this safety net in a way where we could just explore and run around and have some sort of purpose and then play so much along the way.
What was the name of the school that Amy Poehler had gone to?
Upright Citizens Brigade.
Oh, yeah. Is she a founding member?
Yeah, she's one of 4.
She's like a forefather or foremother.
Exactly. And she has 3 partners in that they started as this like zany sketch group that got this tiny show on Comedy Central. It wasn't.
I remember, yeah.
Yeah,
late 90s.
So weird.
What was it called?
Upright Citizens Brigade.
Okay.
And they came out of Chicago.
And then that redhead guy from
Matt Walsh.
Matt
Veep.
Walsh,
Yeah,
yes, he was on it. And then there's that sexy sort of. Wait a minute.
The Jew.
No, wait. Okay, who are the other?
There's Ian Roberts and Matt. What's the Matt
Besser?
Besser. There's Matt Walsh, Matt Besser, Ian Roberts, and Amy.
And then. Yeah, because there's a dude who maybe he's on your show. He's sort of a big, hefty white dude who's kind of red hair, and not Matt Walsh, but he's sexy. I have this. Yeah.
Is he ghoulishly white?
Yes, ghoulishly white.
That used to be my boyfriend Tim, and he introduced us. Do you mean like when in the first season where he's like with the balloons and he has like the basement
He's not
of?
big.
Oh, I thought you meant like tall, maybe.
Well, we'll figure this out. But so
This is fun.
It is fun.
I want to see these boys.
Yeah. So a lot of people that are on the show.
Right.
And so Hannibal, Burris. You guys knew him before?
Yeah, we were just friends with him. He had just come to New York, and we met him, and we just thought it was. We had him in the web series, actually, and then people responded so well to that we pitched the show with him and actually Abby's roommate Bevers. Those characters were already baked into the pitch.
Sean Gemberling.
We were like, don't worry, there will be balls and penises all over
Don't
this
worry.
show.
Good.
Yeah.
Now, okay, so have you met Oprah?
No.
Do you want to meet Oprah?
Would love to.
Yeah, I would be really scared.
Because you're not supposed to meet the people.
No, and it's like once you meet her, like
yeah,
it's
but we
gotta
met you,
go.
and that was great.
Well, yeah,
literally divine.
Well,
so I'm like, I
just,
don't have that fear.
It's just that the thing is that people can never live up to what you imbue them, the imagination that you know what I'm saying.
But you,
I know what
real,
you
like
intend to mean
in all your different shows and I can listen and watch, and I'm like, okay, like you are who you are, but I'm also like, I think I could hang with her.
Right.
Oprah, I'm like, I don't know if she would be like,
down.
Get out of here.
I'd like to try.
Yeah. I know.
But yeah.
So now the show's been on. This is the 4th season. It's on right now, and let's just talk money. I'm not going to be gauche or weird, but at what point did you start turning a profit? 2nd season, 3rd season.
So 1st season, we could not believe how much money we were making.
The 1st season.
Yeah, but now that we're making more, we're like, that was a lot of 24-hour days for that. That money feels like less now.
Yeah.
Well, also, relatively speaking to most people, it's
of course
an amazing living. But I ran into someone that did the deal, and she was like, "That was a bad deal, you guys."
Shut up!
I'm also like, bitch, don't tell me that.
Right. She doesn't work there
Just
anymore,
keep
and
that
I was
info.
like, "Cool,"
Yeah.
But I'm like,
now that we renegotiated, we kind of realized that our original deal, in comparison to every other television thing, was not great.
But
you know what? It's like it was great. Like, it was great for us, and it didn't even matter, you know? Like, it was like, this is incredible. We get to do this, and we're getting paid more than we ever thought we would. Like, this is great.
You know what it was, though? When we got a pickup for 4 and 5, and then we both bought apartments.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Within 2 weeks of each other, and we joked that we bought each other apartments.
Now, I know Ilana goes out on the road and does stand-up. Do you also go out in the hiatus period and do stand-up?
I don't. I only did it when we did a Broad City live tour, but...
do you do any street walking when you on a hiatus?
Any street walking?
Yeah. She does stand-up. You do any street walking?
Yeah, I do a lot of street walking.
Just a couple extra bucks here and there.
Sure, yeah, why not?
It's really, you never know. You always need a little extra coin.
No taxes.
No taxes, that's right.
So on the hiatus, what do? You do voiceovers in your iPhone?
She loses weight.
And then on the last hiatus, I
bought a tapeworm.
What did I do? I did it.
I'll fill in the blanks. Keep going.
No, I did a movie when we were both on it. We each did a movie.
Yes. Yeah.
Right now, I'm in LA. I'm living the LA life.
Yeah.
We're on a hiatus right now, but I feel like I'm constantly working. So it doesn't feel like a hiatus.
You know, during this whole interview, my facelift has been slipping the whole time.
Has it?
Yeah, I've got to go and fix it.
I didn't see it.
No, well, you
I
know,
don't see
if the right side of my face is drooping, that's
it's not Bell's palsy. Okay.
It's my facelift is slipping. So
Not the BPs.
No. Okay. Hey, listen, we've got to get back to work, and I could talk to you forever.
Don't even say it, Rue. Don't even threaten, okay? Because I'm gonna take you up on it.
I know.
But we gotta go because we did the first half of the show, the first 45 minutes of the show we did with your lovely brother Elliot.
Yes.
And now we got Abbi in
Abbi.
here. So listen, kids, I will see you out on the soundstage.
Yep.
See you there.
And thank you for talking to us.
Thank you for
Thanks
having
for having
us.
us.
This is such an incredible day.
Truly like a dream come true from top to bottom.
But just know that the buzz for you guys on this set, like, we get lots of celebs that come through. We do. We're lucky that everybody loves the show and wants to do it. But when people heard that the Broad City Girls were coming, they were like,
And I got to tell you
So
this,
thrilled.
I've done guest spots on things before, but the response I've gotten from what you
yes.
guys,
Yeah?
you're so good.
I haven't seen it yet.
You haven't seen it?
I haven't seen it yet because I've been
'Cause we're
working and
working.
stuff.
Yeah. Oh my God,
But,
you're going to love it.
And I see things on Hulu and on Netflix,
Right.
you know. But that's why I keep asking, when's it going to be on Netflix?
We can also send you them.
Yeah.
Well, this is the thing.
There's that.
I
We
have
could
a
just do
feeling,
that very easily
I have a
today.
feeling that you guys edited a fantastic performance out of me because I can barely remember what I did, but everyone's saying you were so good. I'm like, oh, they must have done some witchcraft in that editing room.
It was so wild. Like, I mean, I'm watching the Queens today, and we did like our walk earlier, and I was just thinking about that feeling of. You just know how to serve, and it's like when you're up to bat, you knock it out of the fucking park. And that's what you did. I mean, it wasn't, it was not, we didn't edit around. No. You knocked the performance out of the park. You showed up and served.
The third episode, and then again in the 5th episode is like a major you episode.
That's right, because I have a story arc. So I'm in episode
3, 5, and 8.
9.
And 9?
Oh, 9.
Okay, all right.
9 is the call.
Okay.
But
Excellent.
3 and 5 are the big ones. And no, I don't know if I feel like you and Susie Essman were the most, of all the guests. I mean, we have incredible guest stars, but we're the most that came on set and you were like, you were part of this. Like, it's like you guys.
Yeah.
I can't even explain it.
I love that.
In it already. In the world
You're in the
already.
world. It's like we just happen to walk into your restaurant.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Totally.
I love it. All right, well, you guys watch it on Comedy Central after South Park on Wednesday nights.
Yep.
And in the meantime, we'll be listening for your iPhone voiceovers. And you'll be doing stand-up. Where can people find you in stand-up? Is there a website they go to?
They can go to yqytour.com for this upcoming tour in November with Phoebe Robinson.
Okay, excellent. Thank you so much.
Thanks,
we'll see you out on main stage.
Yeah, love you too.
Bye.
Bye.
Can I get an amen? Can I get an amen? If you can't love yourself, how in the hell you gonna love somebody else? Can I get an amen?
And don't forget to subscribe on iTunes.
If you can't love yourself, how in the hell you gonna love somebody else? Amen.